So going to our next topic is, what do you think about the Passport Brothers? Y'all ever seen them content on them?
The who?
Passport Brothers, dudes who like go.
Oh yeah, I
go to
seen
these
them.
different places and meet women over there.
Yeah,
Think about that, man. Who find love outside the country? I guess
a crackhead from another country could be beautiful, look better than our crackheads, but you bring her back, she's still a crackhead, even though she's fine. You know what I mean? It's a thing. People are going to be people. To each his own. What you say, Terrence?
Yeah. I mean, it's, to me, you know what I'm saying, it's cool when you young, but you know what I'm saying, when you get a little bit older, you out of your element. You know what I'm saying? Like I couldn't. You don't see anybody that look like you. A lot of them don't speak English, so you find one girl that might be cute or decent because she can speak English. You feel what I'm saying? So
barely speak English though.
Yeah, barely speak English. You know what I'm saying? And they saying, well, they way better than these Americans, and this is this. Well, you ain't found the right one. Period.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? To each his own. I get it, but at the end of the day, it's just like, yeah, it's cool to put on social media. It is, but I think I have to stick with what
I
think.
Go ahead. What you about to say, Jay? Before I get into it.
No, it's no shortcut to finding a good mate. And I'm gonna break it down to our level. You know what? We saw that pretty girl, like we went with it's a pretty girl that goes to North Little Rock. She's so pretty. She this and that. But pardon my language, but she's a set out over there. But when she comes to our hood, we don't know nothing about her. We think, oh man, Terrence got her baby. You know what I mean? So she's perfect when she in Southwest, but when she go, they don't think nothing about her in her hometown. Like in North Little Rock, Little Rock, they know her as a woman of ill repute. But when she come over here, you think you got one. It's the same thing in other countries. Yeah. She's doing whatever. She's the lowest of the low there. You're gonna go pay her, bring her over there, and you think you got you something, but you just don't know what you bought. Exactly. I like a hometown girl. I know her history. I know her, and I like her, and that's what I want. You know what I mean? Yeah. But just because her history or her health is a mystery box, don't mean that mystery box got something good in it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we talk about what's the percentage you know somebody. You go overseas, you may know 1%.
Yep.
But they culture this. But they culture that.
Yeah, and I think too, man.
I'm not trying to be in the color purple where I pay some girl's daddy to take her to my country. So.
Yeah, too. You gotta think like growing up in high school, or learning how to talk to girls socially. A lot of times, some dudes never really get there. Sometimes you start out awkward. You don't have your father to teach you that stuff. You gotta learn on your own. I started out really awkward. Then you kind of get your footing down. Then you just take off. Some dudes really don't take off. I mean, it's kind of hard for them to deal with, talking to women, man. You know what I'm saying? And they feel like it's easier. It's easier overseas. Just show them some pesos or whatever they, got over there.
But awkward people been trying to shortcut that since the beginning of time. I don't deal with women well, so I'm gonna make money to attract them. And then women are adjusting to that. They see that they're gonna use you, manipulate you out of money and things like that. You're trying to shortcut them, they're trying to shortcut you. It's really transactional. You go to another country, you still the same awkward person that can't do this. You know what I mean? I think they're called incels. They're involuntary celibate. You know what I mean? So you're just gonna have a hard time. Just something. The mating ritual. You just gotta get it if you want to mate or procreate or get a wife.
I think before you settle down, when you're young and you're dating, I think some people don't understand is there is no rule book to dating. It's just like going out into the jungle. Wherever you fall on the food chain. You either at the top of the food chain, you at the bottom, or you in the middle. You know what I'm saying? You either a hunter or you a prey or you a scavenger. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know where you fall. You know what I'm saying?
And no one thing can get you to the top. You know what I mean? So if you got money and no
very
game,
competitive.
You got money and no game, you still way down there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because some girls,
game with no money.
You can meet some girls.
You still be out there. So.
You can meet some girls in America that act like third world girls. I mean, I meet girl in the club. Next thing you know, you're doing the same thing if you was in Cuba. I guess some dudes never run into those kind of girls. You know what I'm saying? Some dudes run the Six Flags. They can't get out the amusement park. Some dudes.
They sleeping in the bathtub on the air mattress. You know what I mean? The mattress on the floor. You know what I mean? You do what you got to do on those missions. But that's third world. You know what I mean?
It's about what's easy. So I don't have to work as hard. You know what I'm saying? I don't have any game. I ain't really got no money. I got a little money, but when I go over there, I got a lot of money. And you know what I'm saying?
When you're young, it's all about game.
Yeah, and since I'm not from that world over there, like I'm easily attracted. They gonna come to me. You know what I'm saying?
Can you imagine?
It's self-esteem issues too. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, that's what I was thinking too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you imagine if we would have had that kind of money, like 6 figures at like 18, 19 years old?
Man, boy.
Got in so much trouble.
Ooh. I probably wouldn't be here.
Man, yeah. And the thing is, we got a lot of trouble and didn't have no money.
Boy.
Exactly. Exactly. They had no money.
Nobody.
Boy,
so yeah,
for real.
And that made me think about what you were saying about going there, having a little money, and they think it's big money. It's the same thing with the girl from North Little Rock in the scenario. You will go to another neighborhood, the girls think you all lit. You know what I mean? And then Southwest, you a buster. You know what I mean?
Boy.
So same thing.
Mm-hmm. Exact same thing.